Hi viewers, welcome back to Travel Tree YouTube channel. In this video we are going to see the big changes to Canada's immigration policies set for the year 2025. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is focusing on tackling labor shortages and easing the burden on housing and social services. We are going to see in that how many immigrants will Canada accept in the year 2025. Then we will see the permanent residency PR in the year 2025, who will be eligible for that. And then what changes with the temporary workers, spouses of international students, changes to the temporary foreign workers TFW program. We will also see the new changes with international students. Then the most important news for many applicants, and that is asylum seekers admission in the year 2025. And then we will going to have the breaking news, and that is the new rules for short-term visitor visas and much more. So let's gentlemen dive into the details of today's video and see all the changes which are going to occur in the immigration rules in Canada 2025.
Hey there, Travel Tree family. Movie camera, are you planning to move, study, or work in Canada in 2025? Big changes are coming to Canada's immigration rules, and you'll need to know how these changes will affect your journey. Whether you're already in the process or just thinking about it, these updates could mean the difference between a smooth transition or unexpected setbacks. Want to know how to stay ahead of the game? Well, this video is a must-watch for you. Let's dive into the details and explore the new immigration rules you need to know about. Welcome back to Travel Tree, your go-to channel for all things travel, relocation, and living abroad. Globe showing Europe, Africa. If you're new here, we're thrilled to have you. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest updates. In today's video, we're breaking down the big changes to Canada's immigration policies set for 2025. These updates will affect everything from visa processing to the eligibility criteria for permanent residency. Whether you're thinking of moving to Canada for work, study, or a new life, these changes will impact your plans. Stick with us till the end to get the full picture. Let's dive in. Canada's new immigration policy in 2025. Canada is making major adjustments to its immigration policy in 2025, reflecting a shift towards more controlled immigration after years of rapid growth. The country's government, under Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, is focusing on tackling labor shortages and easing the burden on housing and social services, which have been under strain due to high immigration levels during the pandemic recovery period. But what exactly does this mean for you? How many immigrants will Canada accept in 2025? For the first time since the pandemic, Canada is planning a reduction in the number of new immigrants it will accept. The target for permanent residents, PR, will decrease from 500,000 in 2024 to 395,000 in 2025, with future projections seeing even lower numbers, 380,000 in 2026 and 365,000 in 2027. But that's not all. The proportion of non-permanent residents, NPRs, such as temporary workers and international students, will also shrink by 445,000 in 2025 and 2026. The overall number of NPRs is expected to decrease and stabilize in 2027. So, if you're planning to move to Canada, these lower targets could mean more competition and a more selective process. Permanent residency, PR, in 2025, who will be eligible? In 2025, the focus of permanent residency, PR, will shift towards individuals who are already in Canada under non-permanent resident status. In fact, most new PRs will come from this pool of temporary residents. The Canadian government will prioritize economic immigrants, those coming for jobs, and about 25% will be family-based immigrants. An interesting shift is that 8.5% of those granted PR will be French-speaking. Individuals living outside Quebec, a number expected to grow to 10% by 2027. Fun fact, Quebec plans to require that 80% of immigrants to the province speak French by 2025. So, if you're planning to move to Quebec, brushing up on your French could be more important than ever. Temporary workers, what's changing? Temporary workers are still a major part of Canada's immigration plans, with around 285,000 people expected to enter under the International Mobility Program (MP), and 82,000 under the Temporary Foreign Worker Program (TFWP). But, new rules will make it harder for employers to exploit these programs. Some of the key changes include: spouses of international students, now only eligible for work permits if the student's program lasts 16 months or longer. Spouses of foreign workers, only eligible for work permits if the worker is employed in a high-skill or high-demand sector. Post-graduation work permits, international students will now have to meet new language proficiency requirements to qualify for work permits. These changes will likely reduce the number of post-graduation work permits issued by about 175,000 over the next 3 years, so make sure you understand these new requirements before applying. Changes to the Temporary Foreign Worker (TFW) program. The TFW program is also seeing major reforms. Employers can now only hire 10% of their workforce in low-wage jobs, with some exceptions. Low-wage job applications will only be accepted in regions where unemployment rates are below 6%. The duration of low-wage jobs will be cut to 1 year, down from 2 years. The minimum wage for high-wage workers has increased to 120% of the provincial median wage. These changes are a direct response to growing concerns over the misuse of these programs by large corporations. International students, what's new? In response to the growing number of international students in Canada, intake caps have been introduced. In 2025, Canada will approve a maximum of 437,000 study permits, down from 485,000 in 2024. Additionally, students pursuing master's and doctoral degrees will need to submit provincial or territorial attestation letters with their applications. Quick tip: full-time international students can work off-campus up to 24 hours per week when school is not in session. This rule offers some flexibility during breaks like summer and winter holidays. Asylum seekers, fewer admissions in 2025. Canada's refugee admissions are also expected to decrease, with targets set at 58,350 in 2025. Due to overwhelming demand, private refugee sponsorships have been paused until the end of 2025. Visa changes for visitors from Mexico. From February 2024, all visitors from Mexico arriving by air will now need to apply for a Canadian visitor visa, unless they already hold a valid U.S. non-immigrant visa or a Canadian visa issued within the last 10 years. New rules for short-term visitor visas. Breaking news: Canada is discontinuing the standard 10-year multiple-entry visas for short-term visitors. Instead, the visa's length and flexibility will now be decided case by Canadian visa officers. Visitors will also no longer be able to apply for work permits while in Canada on a visitor visa. This is a significant shift from previous pandemic-era rules that allowed work permit applications while already in the country.
So, viewers, here you have it. Canada's immigration rules for the year 2025 are undergoing significant changes, and whether you are applying for work, study, or permanent residency, staying informed is crucial. Make sure you understand these new rules, plan accordingly, and always consult official sources for the most up-to-date information. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found this content useful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out our next update. Have any question or thought? Drop them in the comments below. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, take care and best of luck with your immigration journey to Canada.